The other day, I started with the verse Arambata Nikamata Yonjata Buddha Sasane Gunatha Machu no Senam Nalagaranwa Gonjaro, which dates back to the Sticky Buddha time. The great disciple, Bibu, was asked by the Sticky Buddha to teach, and this teaching, together with other verses, were taught in the Brahma realm, and this pervaded throughout 1,000 universes. And in this Buddha's time, this comes in Samyutta Nikaya, Arunavati Sutta. And the other day I explained that in the olden days, the bhikkhu by the name of Milakadika, hearing the Samanera recite the verses, he thought, this is for me. He strived hard. And then first he became a Nagami, then he became an Arahat together with Patisambhida Jnana. So Milaka Bande has already gotten Arahata Maganyana, but we have not got there. So we still need to work on it.
Yang Mulia Bante Milaka telah mencapai tataran arhat. Tetapi kita semua belum sampai ke tataran itu, oleh karenanya kita masih harus berjuang dengan gigih.
Yogis here also have to make the initial effort in order to note whatever object that comes obvious, rising, falling, or sitting, touching, lifting, moving, placing, bending, stretching, and so on. And when difficulties such as sleepiness arises or boredom arises, one should boost up the effort in order to drive out the sleepiness, the boredom. One needs to strive hard and dunata machuno sena to destroy the death's army. Of course, we need to destroy the death's army, the kilesa defilements, moment by moment, one after another. Practicing Satipatthana meditation, one can destroy the death's army. Every time one is being mindful, every time one discerns the object, one is destroying the death's army at that very moment of being mindful, at that very moment of discerning the object. Practicing Satipatthana meditation, we are developing 8 factors of the preliminary path, the Magga Satya, the truth of the way leading to Nibbana. So we need to be mindful in such a way in order to develop these 8 factors of the preliminary path, destroying the kilesa defilement moment by moment. And finally, when the knowledge becomes ripened, when one attains the path knowledge, the 8 factors of the noble path will be developed, and one can remove relevant defilements to the point of no return. So in order to get there, we need to work on the preliminary path. And let us look at how each of the factors of this preliminary path destroy the defilements, the army of the death. Earlier on, I explained about Samadhi Khanda, concentration group. Every time one is noting the object, one should push the mind towards the object. It is viriya, effort, samavayama, right effort, pushing the mind onto the object so that the noting mind reaches the object. So when the yogi asserts this samavayama, right effort, at that moment, samavayama is present. Osacca, laziness, has no chance to arise. And samasati, right mindfulness, the noting mind, sticking onto the object. Samasati, right mindfulness, is present. Samasati, right mindfulness, it is the protection. It guards and protects the mind so that defilements cannot enter the mind. It is just like a doorkeeper. A doorkeeper doesn't let the bad people coming into the room. In the same way, having samasati, right mindfulness, the mindfulness guards and protects the mind so that the defilements cannot enter the mind. It is called Rakha Varana Koti. Rakha, protection. Avarana, blocking so that defilements do not enter. Koti, security, meaning that having samasati, right mindfulness present, the mind is safe and secure away from the defilements. And samadhi, right concentration, the mind fall calm, collected on the object that has been noted. Having samadhi, right concentration, there is no distraction. Odacha, kokucha, restlessness, worry has no chance to arise. The mind being calm, collected on the object. In this way, having these three factors of the Samadhi Khanda concentration group, defilements have no chance to arise as the mind sticking onto the object, the mind penetrating, piercing into the object that has been noted. Defilements have no chance to arise. There is Citta Visuddhi, purification of the mind, as the defilements do not have chance to arise. So in this way, every moment one is able to develop this Samadhi Khanda concentration group. There is purity of the mind. The defilements cannot arise. Defilements are removed momentarily through the practice of Samadhi Khanda concentration group. And yogis are asked to aim and direct the note mind onto the object. It is Vitakka, applying the mind onto the object. It is called Sammasankappa, right application, the mind being applied onto the object of meditation, such as rising, falling, sitting, touching, lifting, moving, placing. So the noting mind being aimed and directed onto the object, right application, Sammasankappa, right application, being present, wrongful thoughts cannot arise at the moment there is Sammasankappa, the mind, the noting mind, being applied onto the object of meditation. Having Sammasankappa, the wrongful thoughts, Kama Vitakka, thinking about sensual objects, thinking, daydreaming of the good things one had, for example, the movie that one loves, the music that one likes, the food that one's favorite food, good perfume. These sensual thoughts, Kama Vitakka, cannot arise when there is Sammasankappa, right application, the mind being applied onto the object of meditation. Vyabhada Vitakka, ill will thoughts cannot arise, such as this somebody did something mean to me. When I have the opportunity, I will get my hands on him. Such kind of ill will thoughts cannot arise if there is Sammasankappa, the noting mind being applied onto the object of meditation. And the cruelty thoughts, vihimsa vitakka, cruelty thoughts cannot arise. For example, mosquito biting me, I will crush him. Or if the ants are running around, I will spray the repellent. Such kind of, or this cat is really meowing really loud. I want to throw a stone at him or whatever. Such kind of cruelty thoughts cannot arise if there is Sammasankappa, the mind being applied onto the object of meditation, lifting, moving, placing, bending, stretching, and so on. So in this way, having Sammasankappa, right application of the mind aiming, directing the object of meditation, wrongful thoughts cannot arise. And having these factors, yeah, Vitakka, Viriya, Sati, Samadhi, having these factors when Sati, mindfulness, concentration, Samadhi, when they are continuous, one after another, having no gaps in between, then knowledge is cultivated. Samadhi, right view. When noting rising, falling, one notices stiffness, tension when noting rising. When one discerns mind and matter, when noting rising, stiffness, tension, rupa, materiality, and the noting mind that notes it is nama, mentality. So in this way, discerning correctly, there is samadhi, right view. Cultivating right view, one removes avijja, ignorance. Right view, it is vijja, knowledge. So when knowledge arises, when vicya arises, avijja is automatically dispelled. Just like when the light arises, darkness is automatically dispelled. So these two factors, samma sankappa, right application, samadhi, right view, these are the two of the Panyakanda, the wisdom group. So when these Panyakanda arise at that very moment, one removes avijja, ignorance, momentarily. So this death army of avijja is destroyed at the very moment one cultivates knowledge by developing Panyakanda. Having observed the precepts, it is Sila Kanda, the morality group. Having taken the precepts, there is Samavaja, right speech, talking only what is true, not slandering, no harsh words, no frivolous talk. In this way, there is Samavaja. Samakamanda, right livelihood. Samakamanda, right action, because there is no killing, no stealing, no sexual misconduct. In this way, the actions, right action, Samakamanda, and Samaajiva, right livelihood. So in this way, the Silakanda, the morality, three of the morality group. Having the three of the morality group, one removes the transgressive defilements. So gross form of defilements are overcome through the practice of Sila group, Sila training. So in this way, the three forms of defilements are overcome by the three trainings. Videkama kilesa, transgressive defilements are overcome by sila, morality. Priyuthana kilesa, the defilements that can arise in the mind are destroyed by samadhi khanda, the concentration group. Latent and dormant defilements, anusaya kilesa, are destroyed by panya khanda, the wisdom group. So in this way, these three forms of defilements are overcome, removed, destroyed by three groups, three trainings of Sila, Samadhi, and Panya. If one is not mindful, one tends to take it as I, person, being. For example, when one is sitting, if not being mindful, one think I am sitting. He is sitting, she is sitting. But being mindful, noting, rising, falling, sitting, touching. When the mindfulness and concentration are continuous, one comes to discern correctly what has been noted. When noting rising, one comes to notice the stiffness, tension, materiality, and the noting mind that notes it rising. It is nama mentality. So in this way, there are only these two: stiffness, tension in the rising. Stiffness, tension is the materiality, the note mind, the mentality. There are only these two: no person, no being. And when doing walking meditation, at first one come to know it just the foot. When noting lifting, one if the mindfulness is weak, it is the foot that is lifting, or sometimes the manner of lifting, the form or shape of the foot, and the manner of lifting are just a concept. But when the mindfulness and concentration is strong, one comes to discern that in the lifting, what is really there is either the lightness or being pulled from the above, or as if like being pushed from the underneath. In this way, noting lifting, if one pays attention, if the mindfulness and concentration are continuous and strong, one comes to notice as lightness, pulling, pushing, which is materiality, and the noting mind that notes it, mentality. There are only these two: no foot, no person. So in this way, discerning the materiality and mentality, one removes atta ditti, the personality view, the wrong view of self or soul is removed when one discerns mind and matter at the moment of being mindful and discerning. But this attaditi is removed totally at the stage of attaining Sotapatti Magga, the first path knowledge. But in the meditation, when the yogi discerns mind and matter while noting and discerning the object, one removes attaditi momentarily, only momentarily. But if one is not mindful, or if one is having lack of mindfulness, then this attaditi can come back. So only at when the yogi is discerning mind and matter, one removes attaditi momentarily at the moment of being mindful, discerning. And when noting the pain, if the mindfulness is weak, one will think this pain is staying the whole hour. Pain, pain, pain. My leg, it is in pain. My knee is in pain. But if you observe the pain, noting pain, pain, if the pain is a big area, pinpoint for about 3 centimeter in diameter where the pain is most intense, and note it as pain, pain. When mindfulness and concentration become strong, one discerns what nature is in the pain, whether it is the stiff pain, whether it is the heat pain. But if the mindfulness is weak, if one is thinking, I am in pain, my feet is pain, my leg is in pain, then it's making it worse. But when you see the pain itself, how the characteristic, the nature, such as the stiff pain arise, or it is the heat pain, it is the heart pain. What is really there is the either the stiffness or the heat or the hardness. and the note mind that notes it. There are only these two. No I, no knee, no my leg. What is really there is the nature, the characteristic, the materiality, such as stiffness, hardness, uh, heat, which is materiality, and the note mind that notes it. So when the yogi sees the pain itself, the nature, the characteristic, the materiality, and the mind that notes it, it's not so bad after all. What is really there is the materiality and mentality, no I, no knee. And as the yogi keeps on noting, it doesn't stay the same. It increases, decreases, move. One pain arise, pass away, another pain arise, pass away. When the yogi gets to this stage, it is not so bad after all. Sometimes yogi even uh, likes to note the pain because it's seeing all the nature coming, going. One pain arise, pass away, another pain arise, pass away. When the yogi gets to that stage, yogi can challenge whatever object that comes. I note them all. So in order to get there, yogi needs to note the pain with patience and forbearance. Pain, pain, focusing the mind on the pain, pinpointing about 3 centimeter in diameter where the pain is most intense, noting pain. If the pain is excruciating, then you can lessen the effort just a little bit, but still be aware of the pain. And again, note the pain with more effort. And when the pain becomes excruciating, draw the mind back just a little, lessen the effort just a little, but still be aware of the pain. And again, note the pain with more effort. So in this way, note the pain with effort. And then if it is too big or too intense, lessen the effort just a little, but still be aware of it. Again, note it with more effort. So in this way, yogi notes the pain with patience and forbearance. If you have been noting pain for a long time that doesn't seem to go away, if you want to, if you get bored in noting the pain, then if you want to go back to rising, falling, or sitting, touching, this time with more effort in noting rising, falling, sitting, touching, so that when the mind is fully with the rising, falling, or sitting, touching, the pain will seem to get less. So not to be frightened with the pain. Actually, the pain is not that big. In the daily life, there is also that kind of pain, but because your mind is on other things such as work, family, entertainment, you don't notice that pain that much. But in the sitting meditation, when the mind is fully on it, it is as if like looking through a magnifying glass. If you see something with a magnifying glass, you see it exaggerated. In the same way, when you look at the pain, when you observe the pain with mindfulness and concentration, it's as if like looking through a magnifying glass. It seems big, but actually it is just normal pain. So please note it with patience and forbearance and make adjustments, yeah, with the mind effort. Then lessen the effort a little bit, still be aware of the pain, and then again with more effort. Time is up. So may we all be able to destroy the death army, just like the elephant could easily crush the hut made of reed. Yeah.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.